So for a frequency distribution, we're trying to figure out what percentage of people fall into each of the age groups. So the first thing you have to do, if we're dealing here with just the males, so this one's for the males, figure out how many total males there are. So add up the totals in each age group. So when you do that, you should get 81.6 if you just add these numbers together. So what you want to do to find the percentage that falls into each age group, which is what the relative frequency is. So for this age group, 16 to 25, there are 27.6 in that age group, and divide that by the total number of males there are, so 81.6. And you should get a decimal. It should always be a decimal in between 0 and 1, because a percentage is always between 0 and 1, and we're finding the percentage of people in that age group. And we just want to round our answer to 3 decimal places, so we would just take it to 3, and the 8 does not round up because the 2 is less than 5. So 0.338 would be the percentage of people between 16 and 25. The relative frequency between 16 and 25, 0.338. And do that similar thing then. The next group, there's 17.7. And you divide by the total number of people there are, which is, you're always going to be dividing by the total, which stays the same at 81.6. The total number of males, 81.6. So this time, round the 3 decimal places, 0.21, you'd round to 0.217. The 9 would round up to 6. And do that for the other age groups. When you do the females, you just need to divide, instead of dividing by 81.6, you'll have to add up and see how many females there are, and then divide by that number. So in your email, you referenced moving the decimal 2 places, and the time when you want to move the decimal places is when you're changing from a decimal to a percent. So if we wanted to write this as a percent instead, we'd actually move the decimal 2 spots to the right, and it'd be 33.8%. And here this one would be 21.7%. And then if you're going from a percent back to a decimal, again you move 2 spots, but that time would be to the left. So if you had something like 21.6% as a decimal, you move it back and it'd be 0.216.